Hello.
Hello.
What are we being grumpy about this week?
Electrical appliances.
Okay, I'll start. Washing machines are great normally until you have an error code come up. Now, in the old days, all mechanical and the man would come around and fix it. Now they look at it and go, "Oh, that's the computer that's gone wrong in it." Why put a computer in a washing machine, for God's sake?
And it's not just the computer. I follow a guy on Facebook, and he does videos about how the manufacturers are building in obsolescence into the machine.
That is everything. That's from iPhones to everything else, but even into washing machines.
But things that could be fixed relatively cheap are now obsolete because they've sealed the entire drum up, so you can't.
Like
get
they've
in.
done with cars as well. Yeah.
Do you
know what I mean? We're old enough to remember the old twin tub. I mean, literally a mechanical washing machine. Stop it. I know you are.
Or a mangle.
I don't think we're quite that old, to be fair. But it does seem that they've put too much technology in. So subsequently, if you get an error message and your washing is halfway through and you can't get the water out and you can't drain it, you're absolutely screwed.
Well, it will eventually open. The door will eventually unlock, but you've got to be prepared with a bucket
And a flood.
And a flood. But yeah, washing machines. I can't moan about my washing machine because I've had it about 15 years.
Oh, that's good.
So it might even be longer. Is
that because you never wash anything?
No. It's because it's just I'm single man, no children. I don't think it's overused like everyone else's is. But I also don't forget I use rainwater in it.
Do you?
Yeah. I gather the rainwater and all through the winter and autumn and spring, there's enough water gathered in my garden that I use it in rain. Yeah, and then I've also got the feed that goes out. So the rainwater, it goes back onto the garden to water the lawn.
That's very clever.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're being eco-friendly.
Doesn't work in the summer because we don't have enough rain, but I've got 5 water butts filling up.
Wow. Now, I love my dishwasher. I wouldn't do without my dishwasher. I think it's an amazing thing. Lots of people don't have dishwashers, and lots of people say that I'm bad for having a dishwasher. What's your thought?
I love having a dishwasher, but if I had my time again, I wouldn't buy one.
Oh,
I wouldn't buy one.
Do explain.
Because I've been monitoring electricity usage and how much it costs.
Okay.
In terms of water, I haven't got a water meter, so it doesn't matter to me.
I have.
But it uses a lot less water.
Yes.
But it uses a lot more electricity.
Okay.
So
even on eco mode.
Even on eco mode. And eco mode doesn't do any good for the insides because you don't get rid of all the grease because it's not hot enough to. So if you've got a dishwasher, if you've got the nighttime rates, then it's a lot cheaper.
Okay.
A lot cheaper. But I've not used my dishwasher for a few months now, and
I use mine every few days.
Wash up by hand.
But interestingly, I stopped using the little capsules and powder. Stopped using that ages ago, and I use liquid. And the one that I recommend is the liquid from Sainsbury's, because it's a really, really good one. It's about a third of the price of the Finish
it will be. It will be. Yeah.
But I really like that, and it gets all my pots and pans totally sparkling, which is great. So.
But what I dislike about it is just how. I mean, I know you're not sitting there waiting, but it's like a 2-hour cycle.
Yes, we put it on at bedtime and then it's clean in the morning, isn't it?
But if you've been cooking, you've been baking or something, and you've got and you want to there's no chance of doing it quickly.
I can genuinely say I don't do baking, so
I do.
I know you do. You do lots of cooking.
Yeah, I love cooking. Another one of mine would be the vacuum.
Vacuum cleaner. Yeah.
They drive me nuts.
Why?
Because over a period of time, they slowly lose their power. So you first get one, and I know what you're going to say, but you get.
No, you don't. You don't know what I'm going to say.
I do know what you're going to say. You get a vacuum, and you run it over your carpets, and it picks up a load of dirt. Usually because the last vacuum's just broken down, and you haven't hoovered for however long.
Yeah.
And then you go, wow, that's so much more powerful
Yeah.
than mine. And then slowly, and no matter whether you wash, clean, replace the filters, the brushes lose their stiffness. And
I've sold a lot of vacuum cleaners on television. A lot. They're way better than they used to be. I agree. I think that's thinking that is about 5 years out of date, to be honest, because with the more powerful batteries and the brushes.
No, this is electric. This is a stand-up Hoover. Vacuum, not Hoover.
You want to do without your plug-in one. There's no need to have a plug-in vacuum cleaner anymore. The cordless ones are absolutely powerful enough because the battery technology has come on. You do not need it.
It's not the
and
battery.
They are more powerful. As long as you've got a powered brush, you're absolutely fine. Is what I would say.
Okay. Because I've adapted my cordless one to use my DeWalt batteries.
Okay. Okay.
So they're very powerful batteries, but they just seem to lose their. And I think they know it's like an iPhone. Suddenly,
It's the built-in obsolescence, isn't it?
Suddenly, the new model comes out, and the speed of the old models slow down, and you're like, I'm sure you're having one over on me.
Well, let's talk about phones then.
Okay.
An Apple versus Android. Now, loads of people love Android, and if you're an Apple person, you love Apple. But they are only designed to last about 3 years before you have to upgrade them.
Yes.
And that can't be right.
I managed to power on my old iPhone 4S.
Okay.
4S,
Wow.
that's how old. And
I bet there's still no way of getting the pictures off it, though, is there?
no, there is actually.
Oh, okay.
You can do all that. You just can't download any new apps because they've all become so powerful.
Absolutely.
These apps, and that phone isn't. But it was still working as a phone. It was still.
Okay, so you can use it as a backup phone if
Yeah,
you want to.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Could you? Well, I was going to
interesting.
use it as a traveling phone.
Yep.
And I thought, no, actually, you can't actually get any apps on it.
So it's pointless.
Yeah. So yeah.
But they build in the obsolescence of about 3 years, and they sell it to you in a very different way. So they sell it that the camera is better, and that it does this way, this X, Y, Z, and the security is better. So you want the new one, but actually,
But to
I
the
don't want
naked
new
eye,
one.
the camera isn't that much better than the one that you just had, and still doesn't hold a light to a proper camera.
Oh, I agree, absolutely. I agree, very much so. Let's come back to household white goods.
Okay.
The tumble dryer. The humble tumble. A lot of people moan at me for having a tumble dryer, but I love my tumble dryer, and I don't like taking the washing out and putting it on the washing line on a day like today where it's really sunny outside. Okay, fine. But the rest of the year in Britain, you can go do one.
I have a tumble dryer. And I haven't used it for 3 years.
Whereas I use mine every time I do a wash.
It's in the utility room, and it's pretty much a very oversized table.
What? Bye, Hugo. Why don't you put it on Facebook Marketplace and sell it?
Because I'm always thinking, but you never know. You never know. And actually, I wouldn't get anything for it because again, it's about 20 years old. It's probably not energy efficient, which is one of the reasons why I don't use it. But there is something about taking some things off the line and putting them in the tumble dryer for just 3 minutes to fluff up the towels.
Okay.
But other than that,
Well,
I haven't used it.
You know how they say that tumble dryers eat electricity, but I've just got my bill through for the next year, you know, when they estimate for the next year because I'm on a smart meter, and my gas and electricity have both gone down.
Good.
Down.
Good.
Even though I use my tumble dryer.
It'd go down even more if you didn't. And one of the other reasons I've not got rid of it is because I've just swapped to Octopus. Octopus, I'm going to tag you because you need to listen to this. I've been with them now 3 months.
Yep.
And they won me based on these hour-long sessions that they give you free electricity.
Okay.
3 months in, nothing. Not one free session. And it's based on wind and solar.
Yeah.
So today is a beautifully sunny
The
day.
potential is there. The potential is there, but you just haven't.
The internet's
got
full
it.
of people saying, "Oh, I got this on
Right.
on my," and they had one just before I joined. I was like, oh, "Okay, I missed out on that."
Yeah.
But they haven't had one since. So I'm
Haven't
hoping.
Octopus been the Which Best Buy for like
Yes,
9 years in a
yes.
row or
That's
something?
why I went with them. That's why. So I
Sounds
thought
like an advert for them, it's not. It's
on those hours, I'll have the dishwasher on, the washing machine on.
But
the
they haven't
tumble
given
dryer
you
on.
any
But I
hours.
haven't given me any hours yet. Yeah.
And do they tell you?
Yeah,
do they
tell
say
you,
that
they tell you in advance.
Well, that's weird if they haven't done it. You need to get in touch with them.
Yeah,
you need to talk to their customer service.
They just say it's all weather and now regional dependent. So I'm waiting, Octopus, for my free electricity hour. I'm going to get the neighbours round to charge their car and all
Absolutely.
that.
100%. Have you got a freezer in your kitchen?
Yes. An American fridge freezer.
Ah, so you've got the big,
doors.
both of them.
Yeah.
Because do you remember a time where nobody had a freezer in their kitchen? They had a fridge, but nobody had a freezer. It was either out in the garage or it was somewhere else. You always had to go and get food from the freezer.
I've got a chest freezer.
Oh, you've got
elsewhere.
two, have you?
Yeah, I've got a chest freezer in the utility room. Yeah.
And do you defrost your freezer ever?
No, it's frost
Oh, you've got a
free.
modern one.
Yeah.
So I haven't got a modern one. I've got quite an old one, and I still have to defrost the freezer. And while we're moaning about electrical appliances, that's a pain in the neck job.
Need to get an electric steamer.
Actually, electric steamer does
Yeah.
do it particularly well.
Yeah.
Whereas I've tried chemical ones that break down the ice as well. That's not so good. And you should never shove
Scrape it.
a knife in, because if you break through the membrane,
Yeah.
it completely buggers it.
Yeah, and then you go buying another one. But a steamer and a
idea.
plastic fish slice.
Plastic fish slice. You can just imagine him doing
We
it.
used to do
Are you
it-
in your rollers at the same time?
We used to do it in the little fridges with the little ice box.
Yeah.
And the ice box got
Yeah.
so big you couldn't even get the fish fingers out, and you'd get in there
or
with
the actual ice.
Yeah, my dad got in there with a chisel and hammer one day.
Did he break it?
And I've got two of those little beer fridges that they do ice up.
Oh, okay.
So I use the steam,
Yeah.
the electric steamer to
Nice.
de-ice those, because it's done in 5 minutes.
We'd like to know what electrical appliance you absolutely cannot live without, and what do you love about it, and what do you hate about it.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.
Bye for now.